Hello, today we're going to learn about setting. Setting tells where and when the story happens. In the first picture, you notice that it's a castle and it's outside. It's probably spring or summer because there's grass on the ground and leaves on the tree. In the second picture, we would say the setting is the beach. It's sandy. If you notice, there's water, so it could be the setting is the ocean. It could be getting wet. In the third picture, we would say the setting is the desert. Maybe it's in the morning. Um, Usually it's pretty dry in the desert. In that top picture, our setting would be nighttime because the moon's out and the stars are out. We're going to talk about where when we talk about setting. In the first picture, this is a story called The Snowy Day. And if you notice, the little boy's outside because there's snow on the ground. We could even say that it's cold outside because we know that snow is cold, and we know that if you're wearing a coat, it's probably cold outside, and he has on a coat. In the second picture, this is a page from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and we would say the setting is inside. We could say that it's in the kitchen. I can see the refrigerator, I can see the sink. We could say it's in the bathroom because the little boy is holding the mouse up to the mirror in the bathroom. I also want to talk about when we're talking about setting. So in this first story, this story's Thunder Cake, and you notice that the sky is a little bit light. Maybe it's starting to get a little bit darker because clouds are rolling in. But we would say that this is happening in the daytime. In the next story, Al Moon, we would say this story is happening at nighttime because the moon's out and the sky's a little bit darker. I want to let you know that the setting can change in the story. This is a story called Camping Spree with Mr. McGee. And at the beginning of the story, it's in the morning and they're leaving and they're outside. We notice that the sun is rising, so we would say the setting is morning outside. And then at the end of the story, they're still outside, but the setting has changed. It's not morning any longer, it's evening, it's dusk, the sun is setting. We notice that they have a campfire, they're roasting marshmallows over the campfire. So we could talk about setting. We can also add details in the setting. We could say there are trees in the setting. There's a river in the setting. He's sitting on a log in the setting. There's mountains in the background in the setting. So let's review setting. Remember, it is where and when the story happens. Also remember that the setting can change through the story. This is one of my favorite stories called Harry the Dirty Dog. And in the story, the family decides to give this little dog a bath. They don't realize that it's Harry, but the setting would be in the bathroom, in the bathtub. And then it changes because at the end of the story, he wants to bury the scrubbing brush in his backyard. So he's back outside in the grass with the flowers, digging in the dirt, and the setting would be outside. So hopefully you've learned something about setting today.